Chef Trae Basore of Pearl and Ash Restaurant. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. Always have fun.
What's on the menu for today?
So we're gonna do our Foraged dish today. So we're gonna do some fiddlehead ferns, some morel mushrooms, some green garlic, and then a foie gras soubise. More animal fat, right?
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. First step, we're gonna prep the foie gras.
Right, foie gras, it's always goose liver, right?
Duck or goose.
But basically it means just fatty liver.
There's usually about, I think, like a little above 90% fat content. Butter is like 84, if you're lucky.
They found something more fatty than
butter for me to use.
Perfect.
Our pan is smoking hot.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
see that.
Why don't you take the contents of this and just dump it right in this
Sounds
pan?
like a really scary idea.
So if we were to leave this in the pan, the whole thing could melt.
Yeah.
See how we already have color?
Right, yeah.
That's it. We're just gonna throw it in the refrigerator.
Smells awesome.
To keep it cold. So right in the fridge.
And how long does it have to stay in the fridge to cool down?
I mean, minutes.
Okay.
Are you familiar with what soubise is?
You know, I feel no.
Okay, that's fair. So it's a classic like French sauce with some onions that have been like kind of caramelized, and then bechamel.
And bechamel is?
It's a cream-based sauce, milk-based with roux, but this is a play on that.
Okay.
So that's what we have here, and we'll just heat those up. And now we're gonna add some sherry wine.
Okay.
And we're just gonna reduce this to cook out some of that like raw alcohol, but we'll still get that nice sweetness.
Yeah. It smells great. You can smell that kind of the nuttiness that you get from sherry, like really.
And the nice like sweetness from the onions.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, you know?
So about how long does it take to reduce?
3-4 minutes.
Okay.
Keeping with the tradition of soubise, we're gonna add some heavy cream.
Okay.
So that's gonna like replace the bechamel.
Okay.
And then how we're gonna thicken this whole thing is with that nice foie gras that we just seared off.
Some fat.
Some fat, but no flour.
Yeah, no flour.
We're gluten-free here. We gotta watch our weight, you know? So after we have the soubise, we got that stashed away. Now we're going to take our fiddlehead ferns that we've blanched in very salty water. You can feel it. They're just a little bit tender.
Okay, right. Yeah. Like
These guys need al dente.
Yeah,
for sure. We're just gonna roast them off. We got canola oil. It's nice little fiddleheads.
Fiddleheads are just, they're a seasonal vegetable, right?
Seasonal, they're foraged.
Yeah, they're ferns, right?
Yep.
I never seen you use so many vegetables before. I'm getting nervous.
Well, with all the fat, we gotta do something good, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Well, I'm sure we're gonna add some fat here.
Yeah, you know me too well. So now we're just gonna add the morels. We're gonna add a little bit more canola oil.
Getting like a little crisp on them.
Yeah, just a little color, you know,
Yep.
get that nice flavor that we want. So we're just gonna season with a little bit of salt, some black pepper, and kind of let these just rock out for a little bit. And see, we're already getting some color.
Yeah.
See that nice color?
Totally.
And it won't take very long.
Oh yeah, wow.
And that's it. And then we're just gonna drain it off. Very, very simple, fast roast.
Great. So that's pretty much reduced down to where you want it, yeah?
It's almost dry, but not quite. But this is perfect. Like you can smell it. You don't get that raw alcohol like smell, you know? It's nice and sweet. It's nutty, like you said.
Yeah, and it almost got like essence of onion. It smells great.
So when we're at this point, now we're gonna add the cream. It's about a cup of cream. All we're doing now is we want the cream to come up to temp.
Right.
Being hot to the temp we want not only is gonna help the emulsification, but it's going to cook that foie gras. Because we didn't cook it, all we did was get some color on it.
Right.
Very simple, right?
Important things.
Important things.
Yes.
So that's it, we got a simmer.
Yep.
We're gonna go right into this Vita Prep.
Now you can just use a normal blender at home.
For sure. So here we go, we got our foie gras.
Great.
Very, very simple, and we'll season at the end with just a little bit of salt and pepper.
I love it.
So we got it going, and now we're just gonna slowly drop it in there. This is a great way to introduce someone to foie gras.
Sure.
You know, they're not actually eating the liver by itself.
Right.
So it's a good, like maybe you don't tell your guests who you're dining with what they're having. Like, oh, what is that? And then you drop it on
Yeah,
them.
that is fun. Tricking people into eating.
Absolutely, yeah, it's great. See how much thicker it is than when we started?
Yeah.
That's just because of the fat in the foie gras.
It smells great.
So we'll just set this aside and then we'll roast some fiddleheads and some morels. Sound
Okay.
cool?
And I think it's about time I got some wine open.
I mean, I've already eaten foie gras, so like, there's fat all in my mouth. So
I need
give me
to
some wine.
save you. I need to save you. So I got us a Riesling to have with our foie gras vegetables. I do like Riesling as a grape that produces both sweet wine and dry wine. So we're actually having a Riesling that's dry. And this comes from France, from Alsace, which is a wine region that sits just along the border of Germany.
Sure.
And this comes from Albert Boxler, who's really one of my favorite producers in that region. What I like about his wines is that they have great tension, great structure. They're really well balanced, and I think he focuses on making wines that are food friendly, where I think his winemaking is more in that style. So let's see what you think of it.
Just smelling this, I would think that I was gonna drink something sweet.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just that trigger in your mind because most of the sweet wines you've had before are made that way, but you feel
It's delicious.
Great. That acid is the thing. It's gonna just kind of clean out your mouth and
cut through all of that fat so you can enjoy a little bit of vegetables.
Exactly. Great, right?
It's very interesting.
Yeah. All right, so what's the next step?
So we've just finished roasting the veg, and now let's plate so we can see how you did.
Great.
So we're gonna start with the spring garlic puree.
Okay. Always something green with you, right?
Something green.
I mean, at least
I gotta
one
fool
green
people.
thing, yeah.
You know, so we have that. Now we just are gonna take these morels and kind of put them around. Morels are kind of cool, so you can kind of untwine them.
Or the fiddleheads?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. See, that was a test.
I passed.
Yep, we get these morels. So that's it. And now we're gonna go in with the foie gras. It's like this nice, thick, look how creamy it is.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's very nice. We'll just place some little dollops around. So that, and then we're gonna garnish. So we have some nice chive blossoms, which again is just gonna give that nice little like fresh onion flavor.
Beautiful, yeah.
This is foraged as well. It's called wood sorrel. Why don't you give that a taste?
Yeah.
It's very citrusy. It's almost like a sweet tart.
Right, like as soon as you bite into it.
It just bursts with flavor. And I think that's nice with this foie gras sous vide.
Wow. All right, let's see.
Let's see. Let's see how we did.
I like that. I like that we already know you cooked it well.
One of these nice like little wood sorrel pieces. Really does cut through like the fat of that foie.
Totally.
There's just enough acid in there that you go back for more.
It kind of gives you a reset. Yeah.
So it's like a perfect pairing to make the restaurant money.
Yeah. Tastes like spring, covered in foie gras.
Covered in foie gras. Just like I like all of my seasons. Great job.
Awesome.
Nailed it again.
If you like this video
and you want to see more just like it,
click the subscribe button.